told you, we had a lot to conversate about, a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to do. As you can see, your man's feeling a little hyped. It was a good 3-day weekend, and your man is ready to get on the grind and talk about everything in that time. You know what I'm saying? So you know what we about to do. Now pull up, boom, man. Oh, what up, what up, what up? Yo, if you saw my TikTok over the weekend, you know first, it's your boy, T3. Ha! Yes! Yeah, if you saw your man's TikTok over the weekend, you know we are discussing the Madame Webb spoiler and why I think you should give this movie a chance. It's not a high-rated movie. I believe I gave it like a 3.7 Afro Picks. I know the reviews is coming out, but yo, hold up and listen to your boy. Relax a little bit. I got information for you. I got knowledge to drop on you. And I was going to mention what Marvel movie is now a classic, which was hated from the beginning when it started out. Before I do that, though, I got a couple things you need to put on your watch list. My Resident Alien. Oh, my God. If you need something to not put your mind on, you just want to watch something that is just going to rot your brain and you're going to laugh the whole time while it's happening, that's your joint, because that joint is hilarious. Number 2, House of Ninjas. Oh, we talking about that tomorrow. Yes, sir. Oh, House. I can't even get it out enough how much I enjoyed that flick right there. Now, another thing you need to make sure you put on your watch list is the X-Men. Yes, on Disney Plus. Watch the first 5 seasons because you know next month drops X-Men 97. Baby. So you know it's about to go down. So you need to get up and get back on this clown because I know you don't remember everything. Stop acting like you remember everything that's in there. You know what I mean? Like, let's stop. But let's get into it. Madame Webb. Yeah, so I've seen the reviews. The reviews are awful. Not only is she not getting a bad review, they saying that she was worse than Morbius. First of all, that's a cotton-picking lie. Because Morbius was awful. Now that movie, yo, and it wasn't awful because of just it was rushed. I felt like that movie was extremely, extremely rushed. Like there was so much more they could do. But just like somebody pointed out to me, which is also why I think Madame Webb is getting a bad rap, is Sony has to drop a movie every so many years. After so many years, Sony has to drop a Spider-Man style movie only to keep the rights to the movie to make sure that Disney and Marvel don't get their hands back on it because they know that's a moneymaker. Okay, so let's start off with the movie. The movie starts with you, with Madame Webb, well, the girl that's soon to be Madame Webb, and Uncle Ben in an ambulance, because they're part of the fire department ambulance team, and they trying to save somebody's life, okay? And you got to see where she's coming from, the neighborhood, Queens, because you know where Spider-Man is from, so they're going to have all that in there. But they ultimately begin with her mother in the jungle with the man that's going to end up betraying the mother to become the villain of the movie. Now, I get it. The people dropping out of the trees. Y'all like, that's wilding. What is happening? Why are we talking to me right now? Oh, my gosh. My phone, I'm not working out. I'm just moving my arm. Anyway, yo, I'm getting in there, baby. I'm getting in there. So, we're going into the spot. You meet the villain, the people dropping out of the trees. Is there an actual way to discuss the Spider Society, the Illuminati of spider people, the mysterious people in the fog? Like it, I mean, outside of a comic book reader, who is really gonna get that? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest. So you gotta make it something that is going to be actual, as crazy it may be, something that the audience can grab a hold on to. Okay. Yes, automatically, all of a sudden, she's looking at spiders that can heal and all the rest of these things. They meet the spider people. She goes into the water. She gives birth to the baby. The baby inherits the power of the spiders. the gentleman that stole the spider from the mother after he killed the mother, because anybody in the spider universe has an awful life beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, just tragedy, ultimate tragedy. The 3 girls that's in there that's going to be Spider Women in the future. This is their beginning. They wasn't supposed to have suits. Everybody was waiting for them to jump in the costume. Look, this is their origin story. Like, I kind of like the fact that you gave me the origin story now, so when later on, we can jump off in the game. Now, unfortunately, I feel because of such bad press and publicity, we will not get a number 2. I'm praying that I'm wrong about this. I'm praying that I am absolutely incorrect, because they have room to grow. The Uncle Ben, no, they did not mention Aunt May. I'm sorry they didn't say her name for all those that wanted to hear her name in the movie. I'm sorry they didn't say Peter Parker's name for all the people who wanted to hear the name in the movie. That was not the basis of the story. The basis of the story was to give you the mystique behind everything. Yes, they were very encryptic. They were very, and you probably have to be with the way Disney, Marvel, Sony, all these people they've been handling the Spider Universe wrong for so long. People can't do things and say things in movies and stuff. Don't even get me started on the Wanda and the Magneto thing. Like, I got a whole bunch of things I can say about that. What else we had going on? We had the slow development of the characters. How she was like just a weird woman off the top. Like, she had a tragic beginning. The 3 girls that you met had tragic fathers or were left like orphaned somewhat out there in the universe, which also gave them like a complex. Yes, was the diner scene a little awful with them dancing on the table? Of course. But they were teenage girls. Tell me about some teenage girls that did not do something stupid to impress some boys out there in the game. Yes, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. What else does go down in this movie? Her going back to the Amazon and getting her full origin, her full basis on who she was and what was going on and what she was about and where she came from. They did the tie-in. I like the fact that they didn't give me all of that information in the beginning. They split it up between the 2 pieces. Then, as she's starting to get a use of her abilities, then she's starting to understand how she can do things. Then, with the villain looking like Spider-Man, the way he came across in the movie and the things that he did, yes, he was the most cliche villain in the universe. But come on, comic book readers, all my comic book folks, how do you not call it out? There's very few surprises when you're reading it. You're reading it for the graphicness, the beauty of the artwork, the greatness of the story. And yes, you know this villain is going to come back and be a jerk and do all these things and say the cliche lines and all the rest of these things. He was very robotic in what he did, but it was how his character was written and based and built. Did they go back and put over some audio of the movie? Yes, because they knew that there's certain things they cannot say and say not do. Okay, with all that being said, with her getting hit in the face and she's going blind and she's got, you know what I'm saying, a little spinal injury, so now she's in a wheelchair like Madame Webb. She takes on the girls. She makes a lot of stupid decisions like leaving the chicks in the forest so they can go to the diner. The world reacting to this guy that will eventually be, you will have Spider-Man in the future. So you've already met this one Spider-Man who was attacking people in the subway, fighting in the world. Now you got the real Spider-Man that shows up. So you already created an anxiety in the city with Spider-Man. So all that came into play. Okay. Why did it get a 3.7? One, it got a 3.7 because it was one of those bad movies that was enjoyable to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are a lot of bad movies out there. I think we have gotten so hyped on Marvel and Avengers and how they did things in phase 1, because let's be real, phase 3, 4, and 5 have not lived up to expectations, but we yet still go out there in this world to go watch it because we're waiting for that next. It's not gonna happen, people. Like, phase 1 was a phenomenon. That 10 years was gonna be the best 10 years you've ever had. You might as well deal with it. So why does Madame Webb get a 3.7? Because I like the way they started the character. They gave the character room to grow. They gave all the 3 other Spider-Girls an ability to eventually either have their own movie, to show up into something else, to appear in other Spider-Man movies, to also have their alternate egos go up into the multiverse. Because we know this is the multiverse and everything that goes on. Madame Webb lives in the multiverse. You know what I'm saying? This is what she does. Now, what vibe did this movie give me? It gave me Tobey Maguire's first Spider-Man movie. Let's not act like we was all Guns N' Roses for the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire. We dogged this movie. We talked about this movie. We hated the fact that he didn't create the Spider-Man cartridges. We hated the fact that the Green Goblin was over cliched. We hated the fact of the relationship between Peter Parker and Osborn, his best friend. You know what I'm saying? We hated the Mary Jane Watson. Like, yo, stop playing with me. All these things came into play back in the days when this movie dropped. And yet he got 3 of them. And you know what I'm saying? Number 2 was the best. Number 3 was, woo! Oh my God. Crazy. But now that they have combined, now we got Griffin, Maguire, and Holland. You know what I'm saying? And so now all of a sudden, he is the greatest Spider-Man. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Quit playing with me. You talking to me, dog. Like, I heard the talk. I was one of the ones that was out there with the talk. This Madame Webb movie gave me first Spider-Man vibes. Yes. The fight scene inside the storage facility. Her being able to use her ability to see what was going to happen before it happened. How she used those abilities against him, because she is the one that puts together teams because she knows of the things that's going to happen over and over again, and being able to relive those moments. It gave me first Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, back in the day vibes. Not a great movie, but it was great enough for me to enjoy, watch. I was not disappointed in the money that I spent, and it has room to grow. So let's quit playing, y'all. Let's get back into the game. Let's go ahead and relax. Give it a break. Yes. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's going to get a second movie. Only time will tell. Time will tell. Yes. Kraven the Manhunter is on the way. I'm looking forward to this movie. I'm going to watch it. I know people are already boycotting. I don't care. Afro-Tuck Nation don't care about what anybody else got to say. Why? Why? Because we are our own people. Afro-Tuck Nation, we are our own group. We do what we want to do. We 8 years old. We do what we want. You know what I'm saying? Quit playing with me, dog. Quit playing with me.
2,000 years later.
Okay, folks, we got a lot to talk about this week. I'm going to discuss why I am not excited about the casting of the Fantastic Four, why everybody's running around. Oh my God, it's the Fantastic Four. Oh my God, did you see who they got? Oh my God, this is Mr. Fantastic. This is the Invisible Woman. Oh, the thing. I am not excited. I am actually, like, not optimistic. I have many reservations, lots of doubt. And we got 2 series to talk about that is on Netflix right now. We just mentioned it in the beginning of this conversation. House of Ninjas. Oh my God, I finished it. So we got a lot to talk about. And my Resident Alien. Yes, sir. Let's do this thing. But until then, if you see your mans in the streets, hit them with the beats. And hit them with a jingle jangle, baby. Jingle jangle.
Listen to me now.